So, Photoshop has things we call workspaces, and today we're going to learn about them. But before we do that, let's just talk about what we did last time in our last video. We'll learn how to create a new document in Photoshop, file, new, and you get this dialog. Okay, now the dialog is coming up really slowly, and you create a new software, and then we also learn how to save this way and there. So today we'll be learning about workspaces, and in doing so you understand how Photoshop is like this gigantic connection of several windows, and by windows I'll let you understand what I mean by that. So without further ado, welcome to tutorial number 2 in this introduction to Photoshop, or shall we just say introduction to PS. My name is Alexander, and in this tutorial I'm gonna be introducing you to Photoshop from the viewpoint of a graphic artist, and also some image editing to help you if you're a photographer or a prospective photographer. Sorry, I'm a second language English speaker. You're gonna have to, so I'm gonna defer sometimes. So let's get on with it. I said I was gonna introduce the interface. Before I do that, I want to introduce or shall I say, in doing that, I'm also gonna introduce workspaces. So to how do I say, to find the workspaces, or go to workspaces, or view workspaces, I don't know. Okay, so you simply come to Windows, and under Windows here you find workspace here, and I have here file design. I'm gonna tell you how that happen later, because you probably won't see this in your newly installed Photoshop and now you're ready to start this journey of becoming Photoshop guru and all. You won't find fly design, and I don't think you'll find it in a friend's Photoshop neither. And why that is, I'm gonna be telling you before the end of this tutorial, or just by the end of it. But for now, let's click in these essentials, which I'm sure you have in your Photoshop, and let's see what happens to the whole arrangement of our interface. So here we go. Well, for me, nothing much is happening. How about we go 3D? Okay, so now you see something's really happening. So basically, what workspaces are is that a particular workspace gives you the windows that it feels you will need mostly in working in that workspace. For example, now I have this workspace selected, graphics and web, and it's giving me this my library window, and also it's taking my character window up here, because probably the makers of Photoshop must have done the research and feel like if you're doing a lot of graphics and web works, then you probably need to type a lot of characters, so it brought character window to the forefront, and then I have your paragraph, and I have here this glyphs, which I hardly ever use. Also, then it's giving us this property window here, but brought the library window to the forefront. By the way, this library kind of grab things. We're gonna talk about this later. This is all mind-blowing bugging at this really early stage. And then we have the layer window down here. Let's check out another workspace and see what happens. Motion, good. See how the workspace changes, and see how we now have this timeline, which I'm not going to go into explaining what timeline is now, and I'm not even sure I'm going to ever explain it in this introduction series. Maybe in an advanced series I will, but that is something else entirely. Now let's check out this painting, see how it brought to the forefront the swatches. As a painter, you probably need, you have your color palette to a side of you and you're painting. So yes, definitely you need your color palette more often than any other thing. And then you have your brushes, obviously, as a painter. So you see how the interface of Photoshop changes depending on the workspace we're working on. And I think I forgot the name. Okay, so there. Now let's go back to essentials. And okay, before going, let me just show you how I was able to achieve this flower design workspace, which you won't find in yours right now. So let's say we're trying to create flower design 2. Now I have this few windows here. I have this channel, this part, this layers, and then some. I have more here, by the way. If you toggle this this double arrow, I don't know what that is. Double, shall I call that 2 less than's or so, whatever. So if you toggle that, you have your windows expanded and also minimized. You can do that to this too. Expand, minimized, expanded. Fantastic. So basically, I'm just going to come back to Windows here, because all of what these workspaces are doing are just moving windows apart and giving you what it feels like you need more. So right now I feel I need my properties windows. I'm going to click that. It comes out. I'm looking for a window that is not yet attached right now. So let's click on brushes. So let's say instead of having my brushes on this side, let's say I want it on this side, for example. All I have to do is just click an empty portion, just somewhere here. See, watch where my arrow is. I hold down my left click and then drag. See how the window follows my mouse, and then I can put it here or here. So let's say I put it here. Yeah, voila. That's not fun yet, but let's grab another window from somewhere. Let's say let's say I want maybe my paragraph window or my styles window, something like that. You know what? Let's just grab my character window. If I click here and just grab this one, see what happens. The entire character doesn't. Okay, I just grab the character window, just the character window, but I don't grab just the character window. I want to grab the entire group, so I need to click in an empty space somewhere here and grab. That way I grab the entire group and I can put it somewhere. You make sure that you have this blue highlight or blue line, whatever, and then I release my mouse and voila, there's my second window. I'm trying to drag this up, but for some reason I can't get the arrow that helps me to drag it up, so I'm just gonna leave that for now. Let's say I want my adjustment windows to. Okay, I have it here already, so I don't need to grab that. You know what? This should be giving me an arrow to let me just pull up this whole thing, because right now it's just too low for my liking. Okay, so see how this whole window is rearranged. I can even grab out this window and it's staying separately, and I can add in another window here, maybe like color window, and then maybe just grab that out, or maybe I want my color window just right next, maybe somewhere here, then there. This is what I was looking for. I don't know why I didn't get that. And you can move things around. Just go to an edge where you have a line here over your mouse there, and once you have this new mouse icon, the one that shows the arrow left right, just click that and drag, and that also allows you to move your panels or your group, or I don't know, what do you call that? I don't know. So you can move that just like that, and I can put this back to position like this, and see, now I have a whole new window. And say this is what suits my workflow, if this is what suits my workflow, basically whatever I'm doing, I can then come back to Windows, Workspace, and then go to New Workspace. Now in New Workspace, I just have to give it a name. Have brushes open, and I mean, what could this be? I don't know. Let's just call this flower design 2, because of course I'm not even gonna have all of this thing open. So just like that, and I can check all of these, or I could say no. For now, I'm just gonna uncheck all of that and say save. Now, if we come back to Window and Workspace, see our flower design 2. Now, let's see what happens when I go to flower design 1. Oh, just flower design. Sorry. See, I have my previous window, which you're very familiar with by now. And if I go back to flower design 2, I have our old new window which we've created, where we have all this here, we have our 2 right here. You know what, I'm kind of liking it. Maybe I'm just gonna retain it. I know I'm not gonna retain it. Okay, I'm not quite comfortable with the name we've given to our file here. Kind of misleading, seeing that this is video 2 and our file is saying 1. But for now, that's not so important. So let's just go back to my workspace, where I am, which is a familiar territory for me now. I don't want this videos really long, so I hope I'm not getting too long with this one. Okay, 11 minutes. Okay, that's alright. So I think I'm just gonna move introduction to the tools and the rest of the interface to our next video, because I don't want these videos to be too long and boring that you get disinterested in them. So this is where we're gonna end this one, and till next time when I see you, my name is Alex. I don't really see you, sorry. Till next time, my name is Alexander. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something, you know, how to move your windows around and work in Photoshop. By the way, something I quickly want to show you before I go: if you for some reason mess up your windows and then you're struggling to put everything back, you don't know where anything was, you're probably confused, like, wait, what's this, what did I do to this? Don't sweat it. All you have to go is go to Windows, Workspaces, and you can then say reset whatever workspace you're working in. Right now I'm working in flyer design, so all I have to say is reset flyer designs, and voila, I'm back. See, no problem. So there. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Alexander. Do like and subscribe. Like this video and subscribe to this channel. It really helps. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye.